Okay, so I figured I'd make a little quick update showing my setup. Right now it's covered by this aluminum foil, which keeps the light all reflected. Let's just, one second, paperweight right here. I hold it up and we can see what's going on here. So these are the peppers, and on this side it's a whole bunch of tomatoes. Different kinds, Moneymaker, Bonnie Best, things like that. I think I have one tomato somewhere finally popping out. Ooh, it's really hard to see. Oh, there it is. It just started popping out. Oh, there's another little green thing over there. Hadn't even noticed. We also got some broccoli popping out. And some lettuce, and then that one back there, I'm not sure what that is. I forgot to label it, and I don't have a clue. What is that? I'm not sure. And then back there, there's some red lettuce also popping out real good. And I think that's it so far. I just got like a little, this is made for like putting shoes on. Put all the cups here, they all have holes under them. Just dunk a bunch of water in there. It all gets wicked up. So good. So easy. Takes like 2 liters of water to fill all these cups. Okay, this is update number 2 on the seedlings. So I had to change it up a bit. Got some corn in the back that's growing real tall and hitting these lights. So I lowered this shelf. I lowered the shelf and put everything on books, and except for that plant over there, which is not on books. And you know, I'm using books and different trays and stuff to have different heights for the different seedling heights. I want them as close to the light as possible without burning the leaves off. Broccoli is looking real good. It's only a few days old. Got the lettuce and the red lettuce there, looking good. Got some catnip for the cats. And the tomatoes are moving along. These two right here are nice. Maybe a tad bit leggy, but I'll just, when I transplant them, I'll bury them. And had a little bit of a problem. Planted a bunch of peppers in here. Not one pepper has come up, or at least none in these cells. I think there was like 3 peppers per cell and nothing. Not sure what happened there. Total bust. But I do believe that this guy's a pepper. This is another type of pepper, I think. We got some peppers. This is another quick update. So all the seedlings seem to be doing all right. That corn in the back is really getting tall. I planted that way too early. I think I might just like take them out and, you know, replant some at the appropriate time. They're just getting way too big and they're hitting the lights and stuff. Tomatoes seem to be doing all right. I transplanted some of the tomatoes so that their stem would be like in the dirt. Hopefully they make more roots, and like some over here, they used to be like really tall, like these ones, or even taller, and I just sort of replanted them. Hopefully that helps them out. Hopefully it does more good than harm. The lettuce is looking pretty darn good. Although there's a little bit of like burn on the leaves. I don't know if you can see that. It's probably not, I'm not too concerned. The ruby red lettuce is not doing as well as the regular lettuce. My broccoli plants, they're doing real good. Well, at least one of them is doing very, very well. The other one is not so good. But at this point, it's hitting the light. It's like touching the light. So I'm going to have to maybe raise the light a little bit. Maybe I'll do that right now after this video. I think that's cilantro. Really should have labeled all of this. I started some Tiny Tim tomatoes by germinating the seeds in a bag. I'm expecting them to pop out any minute. 3 Tiny Tim tomatoes. I think it's working out pretty good so far. Got a bunch of peppers, bunch of tomato plants. That's really all I'm really after here. And oh yeah, the broccoli. Catnip's all doing all right too. I'm a little afraid of the catnip because I'm afraid of putting it out in the garden, and then all of a sudden I'm attracting all the neighborhood cats to like come to the garden and go crazy with the catnip. So I'm not too sure what I'm going to do with that. I'm really looking forward to be planting all these out. And we're about 2 weeks in to this since I planted these little seedlings. I still have at least 4 weeks until I can plant most of these. Actually, the lettuce I could probably plant like in 3 weeks, depending on the weather. And also the broccoli, I think could probably survive a light frost, especially if I see that there is a light frost coming and I just like cover it with a polyethylene sheet or something. That should be fine. And I think what I'm going to do is move a lot of these into the greenhouse once I've built it. So priority number 1 is going to be to get a greenhouse going so that I could put all these seedlings in there, or most of them. I guess I'm going to keep the tomatoes and peppers indoors for as long as there's still freezing nights. But the lettuce and the broccoli, and I wonder if the catnip is tolerant to frost, should do just fine in the greenhouse in a cup or in a little transplanted pot. So there you go. I think what I got to do is make more herbs. I got some parsley here. Some itty bitty parsley. But I think a lot of the herbs didn't catch very well. That plant in that cup right there, I don't know what it is. There's some moss growing in the cups. Again, not too concerned. Moss should be alright, I guess. Every week it's looking better. Every couple days there's some growth. I think it's just about time to think about giving these guys a feeding. Like the tomatoes have started to put out some true leaves. The lettuce obviously is ready for feeding. I think this is cilantro, is probably ready for feeding. Yep, there you have it.